Don't threaten me with arrest.
I'm not threatening.
Because arrest doesn't wash.
This episode features UK Freedom Audit. Make sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this video, he is standing outside a prison and filming from a public area when a staff member suddenly claims that he swore at them. However, the camera footage clearly shows that this did not happen. Instead of checking the video and clearing things up, the police are called. What should have been a quick and simple situation turns into a long delay filled with unclear accusations and threats of arrest that do not match what is shown on camera. In the end, it's not really about public safety. It's about how a false claim can quickly grow bigger when officers rely on pressure instead of evidence.
What do I do for you?
You alright?
Perfect.
We've had a complaint.
A complaint?
Yes.
So what? That I'm taking photographs in public?
That and that you swore at.
I don't think so. Got everything on camera.
Right. So you haven't been swearing at them or
No.
anything? Right. What
Not
are
at
you
all.
actually taking photos of then?
Whatever I want in public.
Right.
Hey?
But when you're taking of them coming and going from work, you can obviously understand the concern of that.
Am I being detained?
Are you being
detaining
detained?
me? Are you? Are you detaining me now?
I'm not detaining you.
Yeah.
I'm not detaining you. I'm
Right,
just coming
okay,
to speak
see ya.
to you.
I don't want to talk to you, thanks. Don't want to talk to you. It's my legal right. I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
I'm not committed any offence.
Right, but listen to what I've got to say then.
No, I don't want to listen to you. Don't have to.
Right. They've said that you've been telling them to F off, so you have technically committed
Really?
an offence.
No, I haven't. I
Now,
got the evidence.
You might have it on evidence.
Yes, I do.
But for us to investigate that,
No.
then we could have to arrest you.
No
to
way.
then witness. Yes.
Well, you know what?
That's where we are.
You know
Now,
what?
I'm not wanting to avoid that, because if there's a reason as to why you're here, that's
You need
fine.
to contact your sergeant then, don't you?
No, I don't.
The officers came over and started asking questions, but UFA handled it well. He asked, "Am I being detained?" They said no, so he tried to leave, which should have ended things. Instead, they focused on a complaint that he told a staff member to F off. One officer claimed this was a crime, but it's not. Swearing by itself isn't illegal. For it to be a crime, it has to be threatening or likely to cause serious worry or distress. Even if someone feels offended, a comment, especially one caught on camera, doesn't automatically make it a crime. Then the officers said they might arrest him to check his video, which is the wrong way around. Police need a real legal reason to arrest someone first. They can't arrest someone just to see if a crime might have happened.
Yes, I've been to just about every prison in the UK, right?
Right.
Very seldom do I get harassed by cops. Don't
not
harass
harassing
me.
you. I'm not harassing you.
Well, I don't want to talk to you any further. I'm going, okay? I'm going. Right?
If you're causing them alarm and distress,
No,
why
I'm
you
not
swearing?
causing them. I'm not swearing, no.
Right,
There's no
the
evidence of
You
that.
have, and you're saying
No
you've got
way.
evidence of that.
No
so
way.
You want to show me the evidence of that then?
It's on my hard drive, isn't it?
Right.
I don't have to show you anything.
Well,
I've
there's
not
an
committed
offence,
any offence.
But there has been. If there's been a
No, there's not.
offence, if you've
Well,
been
mate,
telling them
do
to
you
F
know?
off.
Well, I haven't.
Well, they're saying you have. You're
Well,
saying
you go back
haven't.
and get a statement to that in writing.
Well, I would
Somebody's
do, but
willing
that
to
would
go and
require
make
us then arresting you, and I don't
Well,
want
I
to
don't care
avoid
because
that.
500 quid from 0 seconds to 1 hour with handcuffs on me, even if it's just one handcuff on my wrist, is 500 quid minimum. Minimum. Been there, done
That's
that.
why I'm avoiding that.
Well, I'd avoid if I were you. Just get back in the car and say there's no crime being committed, because there is none.
The officers didn't really look into what happened. They immediately took the side of the prison staff member, who said he felt upset. The officers acted like that was enough. They didn't check the evidence, ask the right questions, or remember that UFA had been recording the whole time. Public order law isn't about someone just feeling uncomfortable. It only applies to real threatening or abusive behavior. One officer even said UFA had to show his video because he had broken the law, which is completely wrong. Police can't demand proof just because they think someone did something wrong. If they have a real legal reason, they need to explain it clearly.
Refer
that's why I was speaking
to
to you.
your ACPO guidelines of 2010, where Chief Trotter said photographing in public is legal, it's perfectly lawful, police can be expected. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
Right. Have I mentioned anything about the filming? Have I mentioned
No,
filming me?
you
No.
just
I've
you're
mentioned
just telling
the
you're
offence
just
of the
lying.
Public order.
That's lying.
It's not lying.
It is.
It's
That's
not
lying. It's making a false report. If somebody in there has said that I swore, then that's false.
Well, that's why I was speaking to you.
That's false. It's false, and I have money in my pocket, and you'll be sent for retraining.
No, I won't get retraining, because if someone makes an allegation, we have to investigate it.
Yeah.
Now, if I wanted to do that, you would have been arrested. I would have seized the hard drives, but I'm wanting to avoid that because it's just as easy talking to you to find out what's going on.
It was you last year. Talked to the chief of security there, told him what I was doing, and after that, he was fine with it.
I haven't said the issue about you here following us or anything. It was the swearing that we're concerned
There
about.
was none. There was none.
UFA ended up showing the officers the ACPO 2010 guidance. This guidance clearly says people can film in public and police shouldn't interfere without a real legal reason. The rules are meant to stop overreactions like this, but the officers ignored it and kept going back to the unproven claim that he swore. They said they didn't want to arrest him and just wanted to talk, but a real conversation means listening to both sides. Instead, they kept repeating the accusation like saying it enough makes it true. If they really wanted to solve the problem, they would have considered both sides, but they acted like the complaint was already correct.
So you can go back and clarify that if you wish. I'm more than happy to stay here while you clarify that, because when you go there and say, right, if you've lied because he's got it on camera, then it's an offence to tell you.
Which it will be, because if you haven't done that, then
I haven't.
Tell you that.
I haven't. So you go and clarify that. If you get a complaint, then come back and arrest me. Then I'll show you the evidence. Then it's money in my pocket and someone else arrested.
It doesn't work like that. That's why we're avoiding the arrest.
Yeah, it does. It does.
That's why we avoid an arrest. If I wanted to arrest you, you would have been arrested instantly, and I'm trying to avoid that.
Don't threaten me with arrest.
I'm not threatening.
Because arrest doesn't wash with me.
What I've actually said is, I don't want to have no arrest. That's why I haven't.
Well, you're not going to arrest because I've done nothing wrong.
No.
Well, that's what we've come to establish.
Well, you need to establish it in there, not here, because I've done nothing. I had an old guy come up to me and say, "You're not allowed to do this." Yes, I said, "Yes, I am." I said, "It's perfectly lawful." He said, "Well, I'm going to sort it out." And he walked back in, and that's the only contact. That's the only contact I had with an old man who came out later.
Was he a prison warden, or was he just?
Yeah, he was an old man. Right. It looked like perhaps he was finishing for the day. He come up to me because I'm on public property. I don't touch private property.
Trying to get on the vans.
Sorry?
Have you been trying to get on the vans?
No.
This is where the officer's behavior really stands out. UFA gave them a fair chance to handle things properly. He even told them to check the complaint, see what was actually said, and get the facts. But they didn't do that. They didn't verify anything and just kept repeating the same claim. If someone makes a false report to the police, that's serious, but the officers didn't think about it. Instead, they focused on an unproven allegation and ignored UFA, who calmly explained he was on public property the whole time.
They've alleged that you were trying to get on the vans as they've been opening the rooms to go in.
Really?
Yes.
Well, mate, you go and take a statement and come and arrest me, because I'd like this one to go to court. I really like for this to go to court.
Well, that's all we ask you for.
I'm going. I'm doing my lawful activity, which is photographing in public, which is a perfectly normal, lawful thing to do. Okay? No different from walking a dog or jogging down the road. You don't stop people from jogging down the road, do you, or walking their dogs?
I haven't said about the filming, I've said about the swearing.
I haven't swore.
Why, that's what I was speaking to you about. You're saying you haven't?
No, I haven't.
You're saying you haven't gotten on the van.
I haven't. And by the way, you can't just arrest somebody for a Section 5 anyway, because swearing, although I have not, swearing itself is not an offence. There is absolutely no offence of swearing.
Alarm into stress.
Mate, it's got to happen more than once for one thing. I know the law just as well as you do, mate. I've been doing this quite a long time, and I deal with people like you all the time.
When UFA explained that swearing alone isn't a crime, the officer tried to use the phrase alarm and distress as if that made it illegal. But that phrase doesn't automatically make something a crime. The law looks at the whole situation, context, impact, and whether the behavior was really threatening or abusive. It has to cause real harm, not just annoy someone. One comment in public doesn't automatically meet that standard, especially if it's disputed and on camera. UFA didn't let the legal words scare him. He showed that just repeating official-sounding terms doesn't turn a weak accusation into a real legal reason.
Do you want to pass any of your details?
No, not required to. Not required to.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, and I'm just telling you, no. I've done nothing wrong. Are you going to go to a real call now, or?
You just travel around and do documentaries.
I live where I want to.
I'm just making conversation.
Yeah. Well, I don't reveal this details, see, because I mean, I'm living in Durham today until I leave.
It's just conversation. Just conversation.
Yeah, well, you're always trying to get information. That's the police's nature. So, you know, I'm quite aware of that. So, I don't know why they would lie like that. It's a bit silly, because if you're going to make accusations like that, you need to be able to back them up. And I've got three cameras. I had two on at the time. I always have two on, and that's for my own safety, because I've had my cameras smashed out of my hands, and so I still got evidence. So.
Well, I mean, we've just got to talk to you, get your account on it. You know, do you not have like a playback on this that you can prove that you haven't swore?
No, I've got nothing to prove.
When the officers asked for his personal details, UFA did the right thing and refused. No crime had been clearly proven that would make him give that information. Police can't just ask for someone's details out of curiosity or because of a complaint. They need a clear legal reason. Then the officers tried another tactic, asking him to play back the video to prove he hadn't done anything wrong. That's the wrong way around. It's not his job to prove he's innocent. If the police think a crime happened, it's their job to explain what the crime is and show the evidence, not pressure someone to prove themselves.
I've got absolutely nothing to prove, because, you know what, I didn't absolutely not swear. However, if I did, like I said to you, swearing is not an offence. It's got harassment, alarm and distress have to happen on more than one occasion for it to be a harassment, alarm and distress. Okay. And I was only there once. Okay. So there's no offence, even if I told them to...
But if you've said that and then he's appeared that you're getting on or trying to get on a GOA meeting, then that's causing them alarm and distress.
No. You can't arrest me for Section 5 public order for one swear on one occasion. Swearing, like I said, is not an offence.
That occasion, and that you were trying to get onto the GOA van.
Rubbish. Yeah. Well, they got CCTV. Go and review their CCTV.
We're just speaking to you first, because it's easier to speak to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Then if we're up there, then we're taking CCTV and statements. And obviously you get in the bus and we don't know who you are, we might never see you again. So it was easier stopping you and getting your account.
This is where everything really falls apart. When the first accusation didn't hold up, the officers suggested UFA might have done something else, another vague claim with no details. UFA handled it well and told them to check the CCTV. If something had really happened, the building's cameras would show it. Instead, the officers said it was easier to stop him than check the footage. This shows it wasn't about finding the truth, it was about convenience. Rather than look at real evidence, they chose the quick option, detain the person with the camera and see what happens next.
Well, I'm not. It's a hard drive. See, it's not a disk. It's a hard drive. Right. So I'd have to stop the recording. I'm not going to do that. You do what you need to do. I've done nothing wrong. And by the way, I did say the swearing's not an offence. Not only is it not an offence, that I could, with nobody around, I could tell you guys to F off repeatedly, and there's nothing that you can do about it. What? Harvey versus DPP, Judge Bean. Right. Judge Bean. It's a case that's been decided in the High Court of England and Wales. Okay? You cannot be harassed, alarmed or distressed at hearing swear words, because you hear them so common, so often, and that's Judge Bean, a High Court judge.
I'm not denying that.
Yeah, so you look it up, Harvey versus DPP.
When UFA talks about the Harvey v. Director of Public Prosecutions case, he's pointing to a court decision that goes against what the officers were saying. In that case, the High Court made it clear that swearing at police isn't automatically a crime under Section 5 of the Public Order Act. Police are expected to tolerate more irritation and offensive language than normal people. Words alone, without real evidence of harassment, alarm, or distress, are not a crime. That ruling exists to stop police from using the law just because someone's feelings were hurt. In this situation, the officers kept saying alarm and distress, but never showed real harm or even proved the words were said. The Harvey case shows that the law doesn't punish simple annoyance and doesn't let officers turn a complaint into a crime. When UFA brings up this case, he's not guessing. He's reminding them that the courts have already rejected this kind of overreach. That's why their argument falls apart compared to real legal rules.